Hi, I'm Akinura.
Number one hour.
Welcome to The Long Take. This week we're discussing Netflix's most expensive Indian original of all time. Directed, edited, and even with music from Sachin Ravanswari. It's called Hira Mandi, and yeah, it's out now. Yeah, what do you make of it, Rohan?
I didn't like it at all. It's quite bad.
Yeah, this is basically what I was going to say at the start. I was like, give me some leeway and then see if Rohan has like slightly different opinions than mine. But I guess we're aligned. This is going to be fun.
I mean, he tries to do that thing where he tries to kind of slip you drugs in the sense that, oh, look how pretty everything is. But then that's
But
just
it's
like
hollow.
distraction tactics, and I just kept getting more and more annoyed as this thing went on. And it's like really like labored. It's like 8 hours. And by the end,
it's not 8 hours, but yeah. I mean, after a point, you just like, you're not doing anything new. You're just doing what you did in R2 and it's R7. Can you move it along?
yeah, firstly though, it took me 2 hours just to figure out who's who. Like,
Oh, I gave up
fully.
on that. Like, after, I think, episode 2, I was like, you throw me, like, too many names at me, and if I don't remember who's daughter and who's sister, like, it's not my responsibility anymore. It's for you to, like, differentiate the characters, and they wear the same costume sometimes. I can't tell them apart, not my bad. I'm just gonna move on. Like, there would be moments where they would say, like, isne ye kiya, and I'd be like, I don't know who that is, but I don't care at this point.
Arey to matlab forget wearing costumes. There's some insane stuff happening where they've cast the same actor to play different people.
Oh, yeah. I did not notice that at all.
So Shekhar Suman is playing one Nawab, but his son, his real life son, is playing the same character, a younger version, but also a different Nawab in the present day.
So I knew the latter. I did not know the former until now.
Yeah. So it's just fully like confusing. And then of course Rakshi Sinha is playing one character and then also that
that's the
character's
obvious
mother.
one, but like the mother like disappears like 3 minutes
Episode
into
1.
the show.
Yeah.
So that one doesn't matter that much.
The show opens with like, 1920, Hira Mandi, Lahore, and then doesn't bother to tell you that 20 years have passed. So
it does, but like it doesn't make it very as obvious as the 1920s.
yeah. So
it's just at the bottom of the scene when Manisha Koral is introduced, it says 25 years later. And if you're going to tackle the timeline, I didn't know we were going to tackle the timeline because I feel like it's very iffy and I can't make sense of it.
Yeah, because
like things don't make sense because if you say 1920s and if you say 25 years later, the World War II should be over, right? Which is what I assumed in my head the entire time when I'm watching the show. And then episode 7 or 8, like the English guy declares like, we need your help to fight the fascist Germans. I'm like, which Germans? You just killed all of them.
So I think it does. I mean, towards the end though, it becomes like the Sara Ali Khan movie that just came out almost.
I have no idea what that is.
There's like, lucky you. But I guess unlucky both of us because we watched this longer.
Yeah, like the historical distortions are just like next level. Like from I mean, you have read too much into it.
I'm saying historical distortions I'm willing to just ignore because
basically it's like a fantasy, like Marvel superhero movie.
Exactly. It doesn't like pretend to be realistic in any way. So I'm like, chalo, theek hai. This is like, think of it like Wes Anderson covered.
Yeah,
right?
like you want them you want to extend their like reign or whatever, so they have arrived in this era. But now what are you gonna do with them now? Right? Like that's the question. Like fine, you've changed history, but like for what purpose?
Which is a larger question, right? What does Sanjay Leela Bhansali think of the wives and the wife culture? Right.
Yeah, like what is he trying to say with them now, which he hasn't said like 22 years ago or in Devdas or whatever?
Or even like his last movie, right? Gangubai, which is
I feel like we have the same similar complaints with like both of these products.
Very similar. It feels like a part of the same universe, right? Because it almost feels like they shot it on the same set. And I mean, it could very easily be like a prequel to that movie.
Yeah, you can basically, if he wants to call it like whatever Bhansali was, like sure, good for him. But like, I want no part of it.
No, but like, what does he think? Because so we'll get to it later. But he's built his entire career on this grand kind of scam, which is that Bhansali writes women very well, right?
Yeah.
Which we'll get to in a bit. But then, as far as his writing of these characters who are the wives, right? So on the one hand, it feels like he is fascinated by them. Who are these women who kind of, if not actually controlled this ecosystem, but deluded themselves into thinking that they control the ecosystem, right?
Mm.
The times are changing, right? They don't have the influence that they used to maybe once upon a time.
Yeah.
When we kind of meet them in this show. But then they, like, someone like Malika Jan can walk into a police station and be like, do you know who I am? Do you
Yeah,
know
like I'm
what-"
the queen of Lahore. Like she declares not like as a joke. She's very self-serious.
But then on the other hand is this really bizarre thing where this one character, Alamzeb, uska pura conflict is hinging on whether or not she will be a Tawaif or not. Clearly,
Yeah.
she does not care for this profession, right? She's kind of like disgusted. Ki mujhe nahi karna. I don't want to be forced into this for whatever reasons. I want to be a shire. Cool.
Yeah.
But then it begins to feel like Bhansali himself is kind of disgusted by the wife culture.
Yeah, I
Also,
can't. Of course,
because
yeah, I can't tell which side he's on, and I feel like he's playing like both.
he's playing both, right? Which is very
Like which is
confusing
why, like,
because
through like what you said, Alamzeb, and then through Tajdar, which is who is essentially the male lead, like if you can call him that. He's playing this side of it, right? He's like, yeah, like, which is why the first time Tajdar walks into the show, he's like, I'm disgusted by Heerapandi. What is this nonsense? And then he's playing the other side by showing these women who are like having like a great time or whatever, at least sometimes, and like, you know, thinking they control the Lahore and by extend the world or whatever. So like, but what's what? Like he can't figure out like what he actually wants to say, and he just wants to play then both sides and play it cool.
So I mean, it's one thing for someone like Tajdar to be like, I can't marry you because you're a Tawaif, right?
Yeah, right. Because
But
that's
then
what
it's
the character
another,
he's supposed to be. Like that's his start point, and then you put him on an arc and he ends up somewhere else.
yeah, but then it's a different thing altogether when the Tawaif in question, Alamzeb, is making excuses. Not like you can marry me because I'm not a Tawaif, right?
Yeah.
As if that is somehow impure.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, so what to?
So what? Yeah.
Yeah. Henna, which would have been, I don't know, more empowering.
Because
if
this
he
is what
actually
like
said-
initially what happens, right? It's not like she's the only one with like marriage ambitions. Even before her, Lajjo and Bibbo have the same idea that they were gonna get married to their sahabs and escape this life they have. So and they're cool with it. They're already Tawaifs, right? So like through them you can actually show that so what with Tawaifs. So like we've used like this life to like escape, you know, to like a possibly easier one. Like you can at least like address that, but it's, as you said, it's put through like the show is put through with Alam, who's like, it's almost like they pretend to protect her, like, you know, quote unquote virginity almost, right? Like it's like, no, like
Exactly.
we have to like make sure this woman is pure so she can escape this world. If you're not of this kind, you cannot escape this world. It's almost, that's the kind of like messaging I kept getting after watching like multiple episodes.
Yeah, sure. The virginity metaphor is accurate because they have this ritual, right? Which is basically if you do that whatever dance, then
Oh my
you're no
god,
longer-
if someone plays a drinking game on the word Natutrai, like they will be sloshed by episode 3.
that was my joke. If you take a shot every time someone says cough,
Cough, khana ja, Natutrai, like you'll be done. You will not be able to watch all of it. You'll have to be hospitalized.
or every time like somebody walks into a room, like suddenly just like you turn around and somebody just walked into a room. It's
Yeah, like they walk up, like the track has been like sped up. You know, like
Yeah.
it's like they've literally like speed walked to their blocking spot. And then turned.
sensibilities of this show, like, and just generally Bhansali is very like B grade cinema, right?
It's very
Like it's-
my headline is this is basically a glossy TV soap. I'm sorry.
Yeah, similar. So I was going with something like this is like big budget B grade.
Yeah.
Because
But it's basically, yeah, the sensibilities are like that. You know, people don't say their lines and communicate with each other. They declare.
yelling, yeah.
It's like 10 Anil Kapoors in one show of fighter level.
No, but yeah. No, so I'm willing to ignore that also because that is the writing isn't meant to be like conversational.
Yeah,
you know.
it's like theatrical on like stage, you know, that's what like they're declaring, talking.
Correct. So that kind of gives you some leeway in the sense that you can say certain words that you wouldn't get away with otherwise. You can deliver exposition that you wouldn't get away with otherwise. So that's fine. But the problem is just the way that the characters are written, right? Because as we've already discussed with Alamzeb, like it's just very conflicted. And similar thing happens with the rest of the people also. Like Malika Jan, when Alamzeb kind of runs away, she's like bhagne do usko, and she acts all like offended and stuff, right? I don't care, whatever. Then when she gets arrested, Alamzeb, she's like, no, I don't like. I'm not even going to go like save her. Except when Bibbo Jan kind of talks her into it, then she's like willing
Yeah,
to.
next minute, like 1 minute, she's like, I will not go
Yeah.
anywhere to any police station in my entire life. Biguchan says 2 lines and then next minute she's at a police station. I'm like, what just happened?
And then what just happened? And then whiplash to uske baad hota.
Yeah.
When I was like, literally, I had to stop and be like, what in the world have I just watched? Is this person insane? Like, it's the work of a madman, that one scene.
Yeah.
Like, I thought कि Padmavati ka ending, which people complained about correctly, I thought that was like pinnacle of just misguidedness.
Hmm.
But this is so alag level. Has nobody watched it and said, sir, you can't have that scene?
It's I think we've touched upon this in like some other podcasts, right? We were talking about like how in like, you know, Bollywood filmmakers are very like,
Kala.
yeah, I think, it was, yeah. Like, you know,
Would-
like when it's like talking about like, say something like sex or something like talking about like gender like, in terms of like, then it's like, no, we can't touch that Indian culture or whatever.
Mm.
And the moment it comes to like violence against women, they're like, yeah, let's just go unabashed. There are no boundaries.
No, but the way that the scene has been, so in Bhansali's eyes, she is doing a heroic act of sacrifice,
Yeah.
right? Which only a crazy person could see a gang rape through that lens.
As the
Yo, ye to
lens,
wo-
yeah.
What in the like? Am I living on some different planet where we have to say this out loud? Yes, sir. It is not a heroic act of sacrifice,
Yeah.
right? And then just immediately after that, when everybody kind of, that scene is pivotal because it changes the entire show, right?
Hmm.
The Sonakshi Sinha character kind of is like, oh my god, what have I done? This, that,
Yeah.
whatever. But
Which is the
Waheeda
entire
is
show
like,
after that, like they're not the same characters anymore.
so the scene immediately after that is where she's like just sitting in like a fountain or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the way that Bhansali follows up the gang rape scene is literally by having a moment where Malika Jan says कि नहीं मैं तो लोहे की बनी हूँ मेरे को कोई नहीं तोड़ सकता, which is like doubling down on that idea, right?
Yeah.
That oh my god, she is like some kind of heroic.
And he's trying to
Not
like
in a-
suddenly like pull us to her side, right? Because the entire show until then, she's been like in a way almost like close to a dying. Like, you know, like she's the one everyone's trying to escape from. Now suddenly like
because in that
Bansali's found himself in a position where he's like, wait, I have to now pull the audience to the side of the character who has been reviled until now. That's a challenge.
no, in that scene also it's like 8 Mile, right? Where everything that you've thought about her, she says herself. Like, oh, I'm a
Yeah.
bad mother, I'm a bad
Yeah.
sister, this, that.
Like, no, we
You
already
guys
like
hate me.
deduced that through your actions.
But I'm such a good Tawayef. I'm like, what in the world is happening?
And then in the finale, she becomes a freedom fighter,
Everybody becomes a freedom fighter.
which is like
In the
comes out of like
finale.
nowhere. Like the show is, that's not part of that show. I'm just like, this is a different show now.
Exactly. So I imagine that after Sonakshi Sinha has that change of heart, which that narrative arc in itself is insane because there is like some file which has all the clues and then somebody magically discovers like photographs that are like sabuts.
Yeah.
All that nonsense Scooby-Doo level stuff happens. There's a parda fash which I laughed at.
I think this
But, like,
version,
when
he
you-
just walks into the room and, you know, onto like all the evidence. It's just lying there. You're having a giant party in your mansion and you haven't had the decency to like put all your rebellion stuff away.
It's like a video game, right? Like if you dig up that abandoned kind of warehouse and you
Yeah.
find this one artifact.
It's just all lying there on the table for her. Or she's like, oh wow, this is amazing. I can go to my Englishman lover and just tell him everything now.
So I imagined that after Sonakshi Sinha has a change of heart, like they will team up and take down the British cops. Like that will be
Right.
the extent of their ambitions.
Yeah.
But no, unko to pura independence karna hai अब suddenly. And then the show has the thing to, it ends with like, oh, but like these are real stories that were like buried in history or something.
Yeah. Nonsense.
I was like, ये कौन सी story है? अब suddenly historical drama हो गया. We're grounding it in like some sort of reality. What is
I
happening?
mean, for the most part, as we just discussed, this show is basically like Saas Bahu TV soap level, like bickering. You know, that's what the women do. For 38 minutes out of 40 minutes every episode, they do that.
Hmm.
2 minutes ke liye, Bibbo Jan will go somewhere and have a meeting or something and possibly discuss something about like overthrowing and doing some violent
Oh
stuff.
my god.
And
Yeah.
suddenly in the finale, the entire show becomes that. I'm like, what? This was not your show.
Yeah. But then they'll be like, oh, but we were like laying the breadcrumbs. ना कि ये तो
What?
हम ऐसे बनने वाला है. You spoke about those meetings, right? And just like brought back flashes of just some minor insanity where Alam is like, I will stay out of your way because your passion is for the desh. So much of it is there in this show, and they just all added up makes you realize that Bansali doesn't really know how to write women. Like in
Yeah, like that's the
Mind.
great fraud. Like he doesn't know how to write characters. I would argue, forget women or in general, because no one is really developed here, right? Like, it's just like everyone has those same signifiers. In episode 1 and episode 6, if you jump, like, you can just basically be like, oh yeah, Manisha Koirala is still doing the same thing. Like, how is the character going somewhere?
एक तो he enjoys torturing them, right? Which is gets a little
Yeah.
too annoying after a point, right? And this is something that we spoke about. Did we speak about Gangubai? I don't remember.
Yeah, we did.
But then
Yeah.
I remembered Gangubai when I was watching this. It was like, but because this is like sevenfold right now. It was just one Gangubai
Mm.
who he enjoyed torturing.
Yeah, यहाँ पे सब गंगू भाई हैं, बस सारी हैं.
सबको torture करता है. एक तो ये the Richa Chadda character who's like sad and lonely and she dies like very sorry death.
In like middle of episode 2,
Then
like, goodbye. You have outlived your purpose.
then there's Alamzeb who's sentenced to this loveless kind of existence because uska husband was killed on the day of their wedding, which is like just cruel, right? Then there's Aditi Rao Hydari's character who is like shot and tortured and all those things. And then there's Malika Jan who we've spoken about, uske saath kya atyachars he's done, right? And then I was thinking, the only one character who managed to not only escape Hiramandi, which is an ambition that a lot of these women have, not only escape Hiramandi, but also kind of prosper in her life, happens entirely off screen.
Yeah, the maid. She goes
Yeah.
to like Calcutta and basically she's living like a kala.
Yeah,
Like that happens.
happens.
The cinemas also, if you want.
Could easily be. But then I was wondering, like, so तूने 7 characters को torture किया, like बिना रुके, and the one character who has managed to kind of escape is entirely off screen. So that tells you what you're fascinated by.
What he's drawn to, right? Like, this is
Yeah.
basically like what people complain about, like Handmaid's Tale after like season 1 or whatever. It's like torture porn after a point. He's attracted to it as a director.
And that kind of reminded me of Blonde, right? People complained about Blonde. But I would argue that in Blonde, nobody was aestheticizing torture in the way that he does here, because literally every frame is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Everything is symmetrical. Everything is lit immaculately. The costumes are
Everyone is
brilliant.
dressed immaculately.
Yeah. And ho kya raha hai, right? So beneath the surface of just this prettiness
Yeah.
is just real, like, depressing.
Yeah, beneath the surface, it's a R-rated gore fest. And above the surface, it's like G, not even PG, it's G.
Yeah. So it's just literally glamorizing female suffering, right? And तो ये
Yeah.
कौन से universe में feminism है? Somebody please explain to me.
It's not. It's just like, like that's what after watching 8 like episodes of it, I'm like, he's drawn to like these stories not for the women. He's drawn to these stories for the sets and the costumes, and that's so like pathetic.
No, I would argue that he's drawn to.
Because if he's not able to write the characters, then you're basically making a music video, no? That's what have good sets and good costumes.
Because they are not contributing to the characters of the story, right? They're independently, if you view them, you're like, oh yeah, of course this is pretty, right? Because
Yeah.
what is pretty, what isn't, is quite like, it's a primal kind of reaction, right? You see something, you're like, oh, it looks pleasing to the eye. But then that's only when you are not paying attention to the story or what the characters are saying.
Exactly, because that drifts in the background, right? Once people start talking, once it's not a still frame, or once it's not like just like some randomly assorted scenes of like, which is like a music video basically. Once it's not that, once people are actually talking and having a life, and you want to see them as human beings, they're not. Like, there's nothing to them beyond like a 2-bit description.
It's not an exhibition, right, at a museum that you can just look at and be like, oh, cool.
Yeah.
It's
still life. Like, oh yeah, he'd look at the brush strokes, look at the perspective he has, look at the dressing he's done, like look at the eye or what he's thinking. Like, no,
Is there a possibility that he actually thinks that this is empowering in some way? That to show suffering.
Otherwise, he wouldn't make like 2 of them, right? After Gangubai, he wouldn't make another one, extended version of that, basically.
Yeah, and not to mention the previous movies in which similar stuff, like you're forgetting Padmavat, for instance, like a great example, in which the woman literally...
Which is why I was not able to give him any points for like making a show entirely about like Muslims, right? Because I was like, you are not the director to get those brownie points after making Padmavat.
Also, the strange, I don't know if you have any more information about this, and this is kind of like a diversion from the main topic, but like there are 5 additional directors credited on this thing.
I noticed that, and I was like, wait, that's insane, that to have so many and to then credit them as additional directors, which basically means they're handling this entire set. Like, how much has he stepped away from this? Is he like remotely like managing? Like, okay, I'll show up like some of the days.
I kind of thought of him as this micromanager, like who can't like delegate, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
because like that's what he does, right? Like he takes over so many departments. Like that's what in that sense he's like almost like a big budget version of like Reema does.
So there are like multiple directors credited. There are different people credited for original score. There are 4 cinematographers.
Which I can understand. Like it's probably like if you're shooting like say several months apart, the original guy whatever not available or something. But to have 5 additional directors, like it reeks of like that you don't want to be involved with every scene. The directors guild is so weak in India. They still manage like sole directing credit over every
वही मैं
episode.
बोल रहा हूँ, sole directing credit.
To somehow like relegate them to like additional directors credit.
Either way, I mean, since he has refused to kind of hand equal credit to everybody and taken sole credit for himself, we will assign all the blame to him.
All the blame to him. Yeah, that's how it works. You get all the reward and all the
Yeah.
hate.
Because acting wise, though, I don't know. Like, I can't tell you who's good or not. I can tell you that Farida Jalal, whenever she came on screen, I thought, oh, finally a real human being who isn't like yelling.
Yeah, I
And
mean
kind
that's
of-
the thing. Like when you're giving such like lines to everyone, I'm not sure anyone's benefiting. Like it's not easy to see the actor beneath those like grand deliveries.
Some are obviously worse than others, but like
Yeah.
they're mostly all just doing a very similar kind of tone.
Yeah, probably Aditi and like the Alam Sep, who is that? Sharmin. Yeah, I think they're probably the ones who are getting the least grand deliveries. Like they're at least able to like have conversation sometimes between the two of them. But yeah, everyone else is just like
Yeah.
they're like Shana Krishna, like Shri Manisha Parara are just there to like make these grand proclamations all the time. If you want to attach more criticism to here to Bansari UK, it's her knee, his knees.
No wonder, right? Because she gets like the biggest arc of the
Like it's yeah, so like Karan Johar level stuff happens.
some nepotism. Yeah, and she's just like, I can't like deal with it, man. She goes through the gamut of things, right? But then you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, I remember recently we were talking about like the Kuleshov experiment or something. इसके साथ नहीं काम करेगा वो because you put her in any situation. I was like, what am I supposed to feel right now? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ugh. This is just one of those. I wonder how many times they did it over. Like, did they make it once and make it twice or thrice this entire show? Because if this is like the final version,
I
like,
mean, I doubt it because they made it in a year apparently, so not enough time to make it twice or thrice.
it looks like they want to make more of this. I don't know how that's going to work.
I don't know how that's gonna work unless you make a prequel or something. Yeah.
Or just continue like freedom struggle, right? Which is what they
What
imply
freedom struggle? India is gonna be independent like in less than a year.
in 6 months. Yeah.
This I feel like a very definitive end, with the whole voiceover thing. Which like is it Bhansali speaking or is that who is that talking?
No idea. But anyway, like they could very easily just, like we said, just build it towards 1960, which is when Gangubai stuff happens.
I mean, it's honestly it would be much easier to make this like a prequel to it. Like you can stretch it like 4 centuries back or whatever.
Yeah.
Have fun. But yeah, I don't know who's looking forward to that. Not me.
Not me either.
What do you think of the general audience? Should we end with that?
Oh my god, yeah. What will people say?
I mean, look, obviously people say the obvious stuff, right? Like it looks
pretty, yeah.
looks elegant, like it looks like 200 crores, but like I'm like, nope, it doesn't.
But even in the past, like people have been praising like how, like, not to harp on about the same thing, but even in the past, people have been praising like the female characters, right? Which is what I'm
Yeah.
which is what I'm like curious about. Like, is bar bhi kya wahi, like, is it going to be like, oh, how nicely written 7 of them this time there are? Because that would
At
be
that point, then like this shame on viewers, right? You can't blame the creators after that. It's the audience that takes up with
that
it.
would be disheartening, right?
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people forgive everything. Like, people were like, oh, sure, Padmavati walked into the fire because that was historical fact. And I'm like, no, it's no longer historical fact when you put like rousing music behind it. But I don't know. So yeah, I'm anticipating like some sanity to prevail, and for people at least to point out that the gang rape thing is like a step too far, sir. कि ये तो थोड़ा
I mean, I don't expect from our audience anymore. I think they've been given so much elsewhere in so many other like movies and TV shows that I think this audience is like beyond.
redemption.
Yeah, in that sense. Because people celebrate like violence here, where like when blood flies off people's like mouths these days in action movies, they're like, yes,
Yeah.
kya kaam kar raha hai? So that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, you would hope like people can see through the whole like
Fraud.
PR machine that is Bhansali loves, like writes amazing.
Oh my God. Yeah.
At least that needs to like come down. That one needs to come down.
That'll be the day.
But I'm not living in hope. Yep, time to cut it.
Yeah.
That's all for this episode of The Long Take. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Threads, and YouTube at The Long Take Pod. You can write to us at thelongtakepod@gmail.com. Please leave us a rating and a review wherever this episode, and we will see you next week. Thanks for listening.